Hey guys, Sports City here. I'm bringing you guys the Week 11 NFL NFC predictions. And but before we get into that, we're going to talk about the Bills and Dolphins game, which took place last night. So Anthony, what do you think about the game?
Ryan Tannehill just had a good game. The Dolphins offense just had a good game. Javarius Landry, Ryan Tannehill, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, and they just played good football.
You know, both teams, their offense, it's been doing okay this year, better than I expected at least. But last night the Dolphins' offense, it proved to be better. I mean, their defense. They gotta give them the credit. They shut down the Bills' offense. You want to say it's good or bad? They still shut down an offense. But I think at the end of the day, the Dolphins' offense is better, and that's why they won.
At halftime, the score was 9-6, 5 field goals made, and I mean that's a boring game.
Yeah.
But Tannehill in the second half, he stepped up, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kyle Orton got safety. He didn't get sacked though. It was intentional grounding safety. The Bills had a bad game. Dolphins deserved the win.
Bills, I feel like their defensive line is their pass rush is what's getting them.
They have the most sacks in the league this year.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's what's
getting them.
That's what's winning them games. Because they average, I think each of the players have like 10 sacks. It's crazy.
Mario Williams last night, he had 3.5 sacks last night, and they still lost.
He was left wide open. Dolphins, they didn't do that good, they didn't do that good on that. But everything else they did good. Bills, I'm just not feeling their offense.
And like you were saying, Artie, the Bills' defense, their pass rush, they did their job last night. Their offense didn't come to play. But next game, the Vikings at the Chicago Bears.
The Vikings have no real playmakers on the team. Matt Forte has been literally carrying the Bears team, and they have 2 great wide receivers. Jay Cutler, he's just so bad.
As much as the Vikings suck, the Bears, I don't get how the Bears are bad. I thought this year, even though I have tons of struggles the past couple of years, I thought this year would be their year that they would make it to the playoffs and do far in them. But with their offense, even though they have great weapons, that team is so bad, but the Vikings are not as bad, so the Bears are going to win a snoozing game.
At the beginning of the year, the Bears were 1-2. The Bears were 2-1. Packers were 1-2. I don't know what the Lions was. They were 2-1 too. The Bears were supposed to carry that division, win it all. The past 7 games, they're 1-6. Matt Forte is carrying that team. Jay Cutler, Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Marshall doing horrible. But I'm still gonna go with the Bears on this one though.
Bears, like Justin said, they have the players, but they're not using their players the right way. And the Vikings, as bad as they are, I think they're gonna win this game. I hate Teddy Bridgewater because who the fuck throws with gloves? White gloves? Who throws with gloves? I don't know. Manning and Brady throw, but that's they're veterans. They know how to throw. So I guess I'm just gonna go with the Vikings.
Next game, the Broncos at the Rams.
Oh my God. We all just agree on the Broncos. Can we just agree on?
I'm just gonna go with the Broncos.
The Rams haven't playing good though, but the Broncos won.
The Rams defense. They've been playing good,
but Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos.
So let's just keep it going here. Next game, the 49ers at the New York Giants.
I'm going to go with the 49ers, even though they did lose a part of their defense with Patrick Willis
out for the year.
But they do have Alden Smith back. I'm gonna go with the 49ers on this one.
I don't know about you guys, but the 49ers shocked me last week being the New Orleans Saints, especially on the road. New Orleans is a tough place to play in, and they showed up to play that game. The Giants, after a big loss to the Seahawks, the 49ers, I think, are going to dominate this game, and they're going to get back to their winning ways.
Oh, sorry. Patrick Willis, although he's out for the season, he wasn't there last game, and they still played pretty good defense against the Saints. And with the addition of Alden Smith, Frank Gore had a great game. Colin Kaepernick, he's shaky. I think the 49ers are going to cruise to a win.
Wait, who the 49ers versus again?
Giants.
Giants. Odell Beckham Jr. He's been their top receiver right now, and he's a rookie. And Eli Manning, he's doing good. He's having a pretty good season. But I gotta go with the 49ers, even just because their defense, like we said, Alden Smith's coming back, and he looks to get some pressure on the quarterback. So I don't know. I just gotta go with the 49ers on this one.
Next game, pretty good game. The Eagles at the Green Bay Packers.
I'm going to go with the Packers. Even though the Eagles did have a blowout of a win versus the Panthers.
So did the Packers.
Exactly. But I'm just going to go with the Packers because they have been playing good football. They have been playing good football. And I'm just going to go with them because Aaron Rodgers has been doing good. So is the whole team.
This is going to be a close game, no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, I think I'm going to pick the Eagles in this one. You know, to me, they surprised me beating the Panthers and that defense, you know, arguably one of the best defenses in the league. But their defense stepped up against the Panthers. I think they'll step up against the Packers. Mark Sanchez had a good game. Packers defense is not that good. I think Eagles, it's going to be a close game, but they're going to win.
Mark Sanchez needs to have a good game. He's not the best quarterback of all time, and not the best quarterback of the last minute. But he did have a good game. But Aaron Rodgers, you can't stop him. Jordan Nelson, Randall Cobb. I'm going to have to go with the Packers.
I mean, Mark Sanchez, I think, in my opinion, he's going to have a bad game because Green Bay, I'm telling you, it's going to be freezing, possibly snowing. Sanchez going up against that defense, who had his first game against the Panthers. Okay, the Panthers are not nothing special. But when they're going up against a Packers D and a great offense, I think the Packers are going to win just because they have that edge.
Next game, the Falcons at the Panthers.
The Panthers have been struggling, especially with their offense. I'm just gonna go with the Panthers on this one because the Falcons' defense is just their defense is just so bad. They have no good cornerbacks, no good defensive tackles, and the only good medium is like their middle linebacker, Paul Warlow. He's kind of good, but he's not that good. Still, I'm gonna take the Panthers. They're gonna win.
Panthers offense, I think, is going to step up a little bit this game. Falcons, they're not a good team. Simple as that, they're not a good team. But Panthers are going to win. That's it.
Cam Newton has to watch those interceptions. Honestly, same thing. Jonathan Stewart has to have a good game. D'Angelo Williams, I don't think he's that good of a running back, but that defense needs to step up. They have one of the arguably the best defender in the league, and Luke Kuechly. But I'm still going to go with the Panthers on this.
Me personally, I hate Atlanta. Just as a team, I don't like them.
Same.
Just because I hate Matt Ryan. I mean, I don't know why everybody thinks he's so good. And I think they're just going to lose just because of their defense, like you said. And that's what's going to be the factor. The Panthers, Calvin Benjamin's got to go off. Jonathan Stewart, like Frankie said, DeAndre Williams, no, I don't think he's going to do good. So I have to go with the Panthers.
Next game, the Bengals at the Saints.
I'm going to go with the Saints. Even though they did lose against the 49ers, they still played really good. It was just that game-ending field goal that screwed them over. But I still think the Saints are going to win. Bengals, they haven't been doing so good, but they have been struggling too. But I think the Saints are going to win. They've been playing really good football, especially Drew Brees.
Oh, Drew Brees, he's been struggling a bit. 2 picks last game to the 49ers. The fumble loss, which practically gave the 49ers the win. But the Bengals, they're not much better either. They're struggling, especially Giovanni Bernard is out Sunday. He's been ruled out. So no running game for the Bengals in my eyes, at least. Saints, Mark Ingram's been doing good. Graham had back-to-back good games. He's been playing good, actually. And I think Drew Brees is going to step it up, and Saints at home, I like it.
The Saints, they came off a bad loss, honestly, to the struggling 49ers, and the Bengals also to the Browns. But the Bengals, the Bengals are struggling more. The Saints' offense, they've got it together. They scored 24 points last game. I'm going to go with the Saints.
I'm going to go with what you guys saying. I'm going to go with the Saints. Bengals, I mean, I don't know what's going on. They're supposed to be the best. They had the perfect record when they were 3-0.
I really like them this year, too.
And then A.J. Green gets that toe injury. Then Giovanni Bernard's out now.
Yeah.
Who do they have left? Mohamed Sanu's been stepping up, but
now he's going down.
One player, and Dalton's been struggling with Green Bay.
Dalton, I don't know what's going on with Dalton, to be honest. And I'm going to go with New Orleans, definitely on this game.
But the Bengals, the injuries have killed them. That's
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Injuries have killed.
Injury-
Green's out. Bernard's in.
They
Green
was
comes back,
the most
Bernard's out.
complete team in football. I don't know what happened to that.
Well, next game, Buccaneers have the Redskins.
This game's so boring. I'm literally gonna sleep through the whole game. I'm not even gonna check the score after it's over. I don't give a fuck. Like, just go on.
Go.
Next, Redskins.
Buccaneers, Mike Evans has been playing very swell. But the Redskins haven't been playing that great. The Redskins are still going to win. The Buccaneers, they're too good.
Too good.
I don't even know, but the Buccaneers they just suck. Like, I don't know how much more you can suck.
Let's see the Raiders.
The Raiders are bad. I hate the Raiders, but Tampa Bay, no. Oh, Mike Evans is good. Vinny Jackson.
Vinny Jackson's boss.
Vinny Jackson's a
Doug
bust.
Martin, boss.
Pick
Doug
Frank
Martin's
Pick.
bust. So
Bobby Rainey.
whatever. Whoever's the other team, Redskins, I guess they're gonna win. I don't even know.
Next game is a pretty good game. The Lions at the Arizona Cardinals.
Ooh.
At Arizona,
At Arizona.
Both of them have good defenses, but Arizona has lost a good part of their offense with Carson Palmer. The season ended injury. But still, the Cardinals have been doing it. Who's their backup? Drew Stanton.
Yeah.
He's
alright.
all right, but I still think the Lions are gonna win.
You know, this Cardinals team, with Stan as a starter, remember Parson was injured with that shoulder injury for 3 weeks before he came back, obviously. And Drew Stanton, you know, he went 2-1, but I don't know what you guys saw. He looked good. However, I think Lions defense, I think the best defense so far this league, maybe behind the Eagles. Their offense coming back, a great win, in my opinion, against a hot Dolphins team last week. And I think the Lions are going to win on the road.
So the Lions, Matthew Stafford he did have a good game last night. He had that great interception by Brett Grimes. But what's the other team? Oh, what's the other team?
The fucking Cardinals.
Oh yeah,
Idiot.
the Cardinals. Drew Stanton is good. He went 2-1 and has only lost to probably the best team in the league, the Broncos. But yes, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals still.
I'm gonna go with the Lions just because
Yeah, Lion Gang.
Drew Stanton, a backup quarterback,
Who nobody knew of.
going against the Lions D, who's been very impressive, as Justin said. So I mean, the Cardinals, their run game is okay, passing game fits, but nothing much else. And it's their defense that's been winning games. That's what, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
John Brown has been doing good though.
Yeah, John Brown.
Well, that's all for now, boys. Those are our NFL Week 11 NFC predictions. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any questions, leave them down below. We will answer your questions. So, all right, guys, we're out. Peace.
Snipe you.
Bye.